the play you guys have had on the penalty kill and the PK is really starting, power play and PK is really starting to generate momentum, even when you guys aren't scoring on the power play. Are you starting to see that now, especially in that game in Vegas?
Yeah, I think the Vegas was definitely a step in the right direction. We had a little bit more of a meeting when we had those 2 days in between to kind of refocus a little bit and just try to find our identity again. And I think just how the game started with first shift into the game, you're getting thrown into the fire right away, which is good for us. I think that's kind of what we needed, and especially for Pesh coming back and kind of helping us setting the standard for ourselves was good. And I think the power play was good as well, and pretty much just did everything without scoring.
What are those things that you're talking about, like refinding that identity on the power play that you feel is getting better?
Yeah, I think it's our reads, first of all, our reads to be aggressive, our reads to for the other three guys to read off what the first guy is doing. If he's pressuring, then everyone else is joining. And I think just our swagger on that PK, and knowing that mentality, even on the bench, it's just guys, we'll get this done and we'll create some momentum and then we'll go to work.
What have you seen lately? The team's been talking about finally understanding their game, what you need to do in this period where not everyone's available to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a situation that we're used to. We have dealt with this in the past with guys are hurt and all that stuff, and we all know that it's the guys in the room that has to get the job done. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job, but I think that the challenge for us has been last couple of games to find that consistency to do it over and over again and not take a step back. So I think today's the perfect test after a type of game that we played in Vegas to just get a new opportunity to do that again.
Do you think you took a step back against Vancouver off the Anaheim game? I mean, you dominated play, although you wound up losing the game.
I wouldn't call it a step back. I think that it was the small details that kind of just went the other way. We right off the bat we let in 2 goals on the PK, and then we're chasing the rest of the game. I think the process during that game was good. We just didn't really find the back of the net.
What are you seeing from the F3 on the forecheck, being able to stay above the puck and really limit that quick transition the other way? Yeah,
no, we've been talking a lot about that, just to have that guy close to the battle to win those pucks back, but also being ready to skate back the other way and back check and just kind of strip pucks in the neutral zone to be able to transition and go the other way. We've been talking a lot about that, and I think last game in Vegas we had a good identity with that.
Sheldon, one thing we didn't actually talk about after the Vegas game was just the momentum that your power play seemed to produce even without scoring goals, right? And that maybe has been something that has been lacking when you haven't been scoring. How big of an improvement is that as you guys try and find that touch again and what it's doing for your team?
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, you want to be process driven, and it's whether it's our 5-on-5 play, penalty kill, or power play. You want to be process driven, and you want to put forth something that you can believe in and duplicate and build upon, and certainly something that gives your team life. So we did talk about the penalty kill that I thought early in the game gave us life and confidence, and then the power play, I think within just a few seconds of our first power play, Nico rips one off the post, and we got a couple of great A's right off of that right away. So yeah, that gives the team confidence offensively that I think transfers into the 5-on-5 play too.
Is that something we haven't seen a lot of from the power play maybe in the last couple games? That's like a real...
Yeah, probably more than a couple of games. In terms of striking early and being organized and solving pressure, winning face-offs, like all these kind of things, it hasn't quite been there for us. We've lost a lot of face-offs. We've had to start with a breakout, and maybe the breakout's not perfect, so it takes a little while to build it. But I love how we dug in, won the face-off. We were able to strike right away, get the puck back, do it again. That's really what you want your power play to look like. The second one wasn't nearly as clean, but the first one, we just watched a lot of clips on that this morning. And showed the guys that's really what you're looking for.
The neutral zone is obviously a big area against a team like Vegas. I know we talked about it against Anaheim as well. It all starts with a clean breakout first. What are you kind of seeing in those quick transition moments to get through the neutral zone?
Yeah, I think in Vegas it was a real theme for us. We're talking about it a lot. We want to be in and out and through. In and out of our zone quickly through the neutral zone. That's really what we want to accomplish. And when we do that, we're able to tilt the ice and going to get our forechecking game going, or even our rush game. If you can really do it well and catch them, in between the forecheck. So that's important for us. It's going to be important here today. Again, this is a team in of themselves. They forecheck well, but also very dangerous on the rush. And they defend to the neutral zone very well too. So it's going to be important that we're managing that area of the game.
What are you also seeing from maybe your F3 staying high and keeping the puck in front of them when there's maybe a transition?
Yeah, I think we had some moments in Vegas where if there was one area that we want to clean up, without a doubt, it's we lost our F3 a few times. They jumped on us and beat us coming out of the O-zone a few times, and we got to do a better job of that. But for the most part, we've done that pretty well. And it's not just about our F3. We don't really use the terms about F3 high. I mean, I think that's kind of a thing of the past in the NHL. But it's about F3 being above that threat, and then trying to be tight to kill the play early. I think we've done a good job of that, to be able to turn some of those pucks for the other teams trying to exit into offensive pucks and transition the other way.